Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to another episode of Drew's Book Reviews. This is going to be the first next five reads of 2025. It feels like it's been a while, about 2 months or so, since I last put out a next five reads video. And of course, like all next five reads, you're going to get the opportunity to vote on which one of these books you would like me to do a review on. So stay tuned. That's coming up here on Drew's Book Reviews. All right, so let's talk about my next five reads, and of course, be sure to join me over on the Discord in the Dragon's Den Discord. Check that out. That will be linked below. And also head on over to the community tab and vote on which one of these next five reads you would like to see me do a review of. You get to pick which one of these are to be have a dedicated review on. I might review one of these other ones, you never know, but at the very least, you'll get the one that's voted for. So, starting with my classics of science fiction and fantasy, I'm almost done. There's only two stories left in this book that I'm going to be doing a read of to finalize this. So maybe you'll vote for one of them. So just taking a look at the last two in here. One is going to be Armageddon 2419 by Philip Francis Nowland and The Dunwich Horror by H.P. Lovecraft. So both of those I'm going to be doing a read of. Now, I think I've actually read The Dunwich Horror before. That was in my H.P. Lovecraft book, which I have one of these editions for H.P. Lovecraft. And I've already read The Dunwich Horror on that, but I'm going to go ahead and read again in here anyway, just for fun. And then the Armageddon 2419 one. I don't know anything about that, by Philip Francis Nowland. It's a story from 1928, I guess. And I don't know anything about this author. I've never heard of this person before, but it is contained within the classics of science fiction and fantasy. So we'll see how that goes, whether it's any good at all whatsoever. I don't know, because I don't know much about it. But that is going to be one that I will be reading. One of the other books coming up on the next five reads book is going to be Brandon Sanderson's Dark One. So this is the story concept by Brandon Sanderson, but as I said, it's written and illustrated by other people. Can't quite remember who did the actual writing. Lansing, Kelling, Gooden, Russell, and World. So apparently there's several people involved in the writing of this one. This is a story that Sanderson came up with, as I understand, and however, other people wrote it on his behalf, kind of thing. So it is a graphic novel. I don't know anything about it. Sorry if this has any kind of spoilers for it. I don't know, because I really don't know anything about it. I'm not usually into the whole graphic novel scene, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to enjoy this book. But I'm one of those Sanderson geeks. When his name's on it, I just want to buy it. And maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. I mean, not all of his books and works have been, bang on, incredibly awesome. There have been some, not so great books out there by Sanderson. And I fully admit that. But overall, I really enjoy his works. I enjoy his stories. And, we'll see how I like The Dark One. The last time I read a graphic novel that had anything to do with Sanderson, I really didn't like it. And that was White Sands. But it wasn't even the fact that it was a graphic novel, the story wasn't that great. So hopefully this might be something better. I don't know. But anyway, The Dark One, that's going to be up on my next five reads. And of course, you can maybe, if you want me to review that, make sure that you vote for that in the viewer's choice poll. There are two other books that I wanted to read coming up here on the next five reads. I don't remember when I first heard about these books, but I do remember there was a TV series on it. I can't remember which service it was on, but I do remember watching it, and there's a TV series on it. The series, I liked the TV series, and then I found out it was based upon some books. So I thought I'd pick those books up. There are two here. There is, starting with The Alienist. Now, The Alienist, this is kind of like a historical fiction where alienist is what term they used to use for psychiatry, I guess, because the idea is when you're not mentally well, it's because there's like this alien presence in your mind controlling your thoughts and who you are. It's not who you really are, kind of thing. It's a really weird way to think about it. But Caleb Card's The Alienist. This will be one that I'll be picking up and reading, and the concepts sound really interesting. I enjoyed the TV show, so hopefully I'll enjoy the books. As we all know, the books tend to be better than the show more often than not, so you never know, right? So Alienist by Caleb Carr, and then I'll be picking up the sequel to The Alienist, which is The Angel of Darkness by Caleb Carr as well. So I'm going to be read these back to back. The sequel, The Angel of Darkness. This is a murder mystery. That much I do know. I don't typically read a lot of historical fiction, so we'll see how I enjoy these two. I'm definitely more of a sci-fi fantasy guy, which you know if you're a regular follower of this channel. But we're going to check out The Alienist by Caleb Carr as well as The Angel of Darkness by Caleb Carr. So those two will be coming up next on my to be read. And there was another one that was going to be in here, but I can't seem to find my copy of it. And I swore I had a copy of this book somewhere. I know I definitely don't have it on ebook, but that was The Maze Runner, which I was going to include in the next 5 reads, but I can't seem to find my copy of the book. I don't know what happened to it, which honestly is okay. I mean, it just somehow it ended up in my pile of books. I don't even know how. It was never really one that I was like, oh, I got to read that. It's just one that ended up there, so I thought, what the heck, I guess I'll go ahead and read it. But now I can't seem to find my copy of The Maze Runner, and I could have sworn I still had it. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, I'm moving that book to the very end of my TBR pile, so if I happen to find it between now and then, great. But anyway, those are my next 5 reads coming up on the channel. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure that you vote in the Viewer's Choice poll. Let me know which one you want to see me do a review of. And what I'll probably do for these ones, honestly, in the polls, I'm going to kind of combine them into one, because I think since one is a sequel to the other, it might be good to review these as a whole instead of individually. So I'll put this as a vote for one of the choices, and altogether you'll basically have 4 choices instead of 5, which is totally fine too. Anyway, I look forward to seeing what you vote on for the next 5 reads. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe. Follow us over on the Discord and the Dragon's Den Discord. Look forward to seeing you there. And as always, until next time, keep on reading. Bye.